Hello everyone and welcome to It's Dangerous to Go Alone Season 38. I'm DJM and I'm joined with Kata. How are you going today?
Hello everybody, that is me. I'm doing very well and I'm very excited to see what these two teams have to bring for the first round of Swiss. We're going to be watching Fearless Falcon versus Brawny Basketball.
Now, before we do dive into these teams, we've got something new on stream. You can kind of see our faces. Hello.
Yeah, that's us down there on the desk, and is that the palm?
Yeah, you got the palm in the bottom right. You got the. Come on, we gotta keep something consistent here, you know.
But yeah, these were done by Amber. Yes.
Yes.
So yeah, yes. we got our little. They're so cute. I love a little bounce when they talk. I am absolutely enamored with this.
Well, we'll see this to come for future tournaments, but let's just dive into preliminaries round one. Welcome everyone to IDTGA. In case you aren't aware of how this tournament works, essentially it's a free agent tournament, so every single player you see today has registered individually, and we've put them into teams of relatively even skill levels. Obviously, it's not a flawless system, but you know, it's better than maybe solo queue where you get paired with 4 E-leaders against 4 juniors.
Anything is better than solo queue, and you know, we're both staff members ourselves. I know, and both of us know how much effort goes into balancing these teams. So while it may not be perfect, it is as close to perfect as we can make it.
Indeed, and the first match we'll be seeing is the Fearless Falcon versus Brawny Barnacle. Brawny Basketball. How am I already I know these names are meant to stuff us up. Like, that's how they were designed, to screw over the commentators, but how am I stuffing this up over the first name? That's not a great sign of what's to come.
We'll get there. You can just... we love the names designed to hinder the casters, but yes, we did take a look at those rosters, and the rosters here, we've got Splatdroid, Jext, Aloha, Slimeser, Neruko, Splat, and Cress, and I believe, I think Jex, I've heard, was top 16 in Fable as well.
Yes, they did score very highly with Fable, and they moved on to the Fable final. So obviously a very highly ranked free agent player right there. But now we're going to dive straight into game one of the set today. Fearless Falcon, Brawny Basketball, Barnacle, and Dime Clamp. Let's get into this.
Let's get into it indeed. Slimeser in their weapon pool only put ink brush, so I'm expecting to see the brush every time, and they are already on that as well. We got custom dually squelchers, T-Tech and Zap, and then on the other side of, I believe that's Brawny Basketball in the blue there. Viper, Splash, Ballpoint, Zap, so pretty standard comps here so far as meta goes.
Definitely, we'll just see that early tactical come out, which is going to allow them to easily move around and give them that bit of backup if they do go down. We're seeing that T-Tech does go down, but they come straight back out. The brush trying to get that pick, but no, Crass on the 85. It does take them down as Brawny Basketball does get this initial control over mid. They do get a player down, and we're going to see that the Tri-Strike is going to come out and just put away some of those members. 2 players do go down on the basketballs, and now Fearless Falcon has turned the tables.
Yeah, Droid here on the T-Tech doing some nice cleanup work. That tactical cooler does mean that Brawny Basketball is going to be back very soon, but Falcons have a tactical cooler of their own. They're getting the jumps in as well. They have football and are collecting some more of those clams, are making a push into the basket of Brawny Basketball. We have the Inkjet though, which is going to hinder them a lot, and they've also lost their brush as well as their dualies. So it looks like I believe that's the Zap here is going to have to back up. Brawny Basketball did lose 2 players though, so they're going to be able to keep their mid presence, and now that the members of Falcon are back, hopefully they can try and continue that push they've started. They've got 2 specials out here as well.
Indeed, we're seeing they're trying to find players. Gets one pick, it does get taken out by the ink brush here, and now they're just trying to find a player, but they do have that tactical buff applied to them, so it's going to make them a bit of tricky, but it also means they don't have any ninja squid applied, because that is probably the one debuff that tactical it does give you. And now this ball point, they're trying to find any picks they can get out of here. Neru looking for every kind of corner that they can get. Doesn't have enough points for that Inkjet, which might hinder them. But they are fighting against two power plants. But just covering that ink, just preventing any kind of movement, definitely a good advantage for them there.
Yeah, the brush going down the side of Falcon 2 means that they're going to be a little bit slower for the time being, but they're back and they have their special already. That ball point is down as well. The Viper looking for a pick on this Clam. Their teammate gets it, so the dually squelchers are gone now. The Fearless Falcon has had these specials, has been kind of sitting on this as well as the Clams, but hasn't been able to get anything done. Basketball just able to keep the control. The area of mid locked down. This crab is going to help a lot with that. We have the Tri-Strike and the Killer Whale, though, looking to gain some space for Fearless Falcons. The thing is, they're just not able to push up, get those picks that they need for all of the specials that they're throwing at mid here. They're not quite getting that control, and somehow Brawny Basketball is still able to get these picks, even with something like a bomb pick there or an Inkjet pick there. The control, they are just not giving it up.
No, they're not indeed. And now we're 3 minutes down into the match, and yet a single Clam has yet to be scored. Fearless Falcon still having a dominating control of the clan economy now, but with players going down left, right, and center to that Viper, it's going to be only a matter of time before we get to see a Clan. But no! Players saying, no, you think you've got an advantage on us? Not today. As the Killer Whale comes up, going to spot out those players and going to push them back. Slime here, just going to get down, splat there, and what a great defense there coming out from Fearless Falcon. And they've still got a lot of control. They've got so many options for them, and with all the players still just fighting it out, 2 down at peace. It's so neutral, and they're just trying to find these opportunities, trying to find these pathways, but neither team, they're just seeing each other and then canceling it.
I don't think I've ever seen any team keep a power clam on them for this long, but it's been probably around 2 minutes now, and that power clam still has not gone anywhere. We are less than a minute remaining in this match, and we still haven't seen any clams thrown. This might go to overtime with the way this is going. Again, this Killer Whale Tri-Strike combo is out, allowing Fearless Falcons to get a little bit more control of mid. We got the Ink Strike coming out, though, and it is going to find 1 pick, 2 picks. That's 3 down on the side of Fearless Falcon. And Neru here probably feels very proud of themselves for that defense, because now, as far as Fearless Falcon had gone, they are set all the way back to their own base. And now it is the chance for Brawny Basketball to build up this clam economy. They have 14 clams out of them, more than enough to make a couple of power clams. Cole here going in with the hammer, gets the pick. Very nice throw there, but gets taken out themselves, and there are a bunch of their clams gone.
It's Trade City here in Basketball and Dime. But now, these players are just trying to find their opportunities. Don't quote me on that. And finding players, getting bomb picks, and now heading into the 2-minute overtime here. If the overtime continues, it goes by the amount of power clams they've earned as the final tiebreaker method. But now, these players, they just need 1 power clam either side to go into that basket, and the game can be theirs. But with picks going every single direction, it's not looking easy. But 3 players go down on the Brawny Basketball. That's a soft white. Jex heading straight for the basket and slams that in, ending the game right there.
Basketball and Dime, eh?
It's early for me. I'm not supposed to be commentating either.
Well, it's pretty funny and makes sense, but yeah. What a neutral game, ending on just the 1-3 down situation for Brawny Basketball there. I mean, these teams are so even. It's honestly, like, I've never seen a neutral game last that long, even when you have Clan Blitz matches go on for 5 minutes, 6 minutes. I feel like you always see a little bit of like back and forth. This kind of just felt like both of these teams were sitting in the center waiting for each other.
And this is the type of things that I think this is what make free agent tournaments kind of more interesting to watch, because we don't seed players to the team. We seed players to the players. So we kind of get to know a little bit more information, which obviously going game 1 of the tournament, seeing that how close this got and seeing a little bit of a replay here of that final overtime moment is just You don't get this in a normal circumstance.
Mm. Well, that's the beauty of free agent tournaments, and that's why we have tournaments like these. There it is, the final clam throw. Almost like moments like this, kind of similar to Rainmaker, where one wipe makes the whole game. You don't usually see that in Clam Blitz.
Yeah, but thinking that it's Barnacle and Dime, it's a great clan zone because it's still small, but it's still wide enough. Now, kind of thinking Museum is kind of like Barnacle Dime in the terms of the shape, except for the fact that it's bigger.
Yeah, it's bigger, and it also has a little bit of a height difference with that spinner in the middle. Well, in some modes, anyways. I don't quite remember what it looks like on zones, but
Zone, it's still got the big spinner. Don't
Yeah.
worry, that is. I think it is in every single mode.
I think
It's
so.
just in tower control. It only has 2 forks instead of 4.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Well, yeah, big spinner
That'll be
adding
a change.
yeah, adding a height difference to that. So a little bit of I personally like it more. I just really like Museum. But we'll see how that changes the way these teams play. Again, we've got same comp coming out of Falcon, and that looks like, yeah, I think both teams are running the same comp. So, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly, with both teams being how close that match was. Either team could have taken that either way, and we're going to start to see a very, again, quite mid, and we're going to see Fearless Falcon does get to take that early control, and 2 players down on the basketballs. It's going to give them a bit of early advantage here. Tactical is coming up, but players also going down. Oh, you're starting off even, but Fearless Falcon, they've still got so much control.
Yeah, and the Wiper here, I was going to say they were in a nice place to get something done. Unfortunately, they do get taken out. Trying to remember which team is which here. I believe that is Brawny Basketball in the orange there. But yeah, we got the Inkjet coming out, nice pick there. And the zone, that's the Crab as well, you can see on the upper left-hand side over there. That is 3 down on the side of Fearless Falcon just for a second there. And somehow the Slime here on the Ink Rush managing to keep the fort held down, getting a pick as well. And that control has not flipped yet. There is still no penalty on the side of Fearless Falcon. The Ink Rush does get taken out, but now their teammates are here to hold down the fort. And there is the lead.
Lead switch, and 2 players are down on the Brawny basketball. That's going to only extend the Falcons' lead even further as they climb down into the 40-point remaining. And now they're just trying to peek, trying to guard any entrance that can allow Brawny basketball into the zone. Inkjet is going to come out, not going to find any picks, but 2 players go down again on the basketballs. And now they're just looking for picks, a trade of sorts between the players there, and Jex just looking to find any pick. Tactical nearly at the ready. Crab is going to take down a players, but with a few points remaining, is it going to be enough? They send the zone into neutral. 3 players go down, make that a wipeout, and they save the zone with a single point remaining.
Wow. I mean, that Crab double was absolutely crucial there, jumping in, getting that last pick. I love to see flat zones moments like these. That is a hefty 75-point penalty on the side of Brawny Basketball. And now that, on the side of Fearless Falcon, and now Brawny Basketball doesn't have any penalty. We have the Inkjet in here looking for the picks. But we also have the Tri-Strike that they'll have to watch out for. The managing to avoid getting jump camped, and we have to watch out for the T-Tech here. Very nice pick from there on the ball point, and they were doing a great job of defense there. Unfortunately, getting taken out by Sour Cream on the dualies here, making use of their range, and they have their special ready too. The Killer Whale as well. This lockout again. I mean, Fearless Falcon just jumping right back on that, taking control, bringing out those subs, and now with Brawny Basketball 2 down and their splash gone as well, their highest painting weapon, it's going to be a lot more difficult for them to push back in.
Indeed, and we're kind of seeing kind of a similar circumstance to what we saw in the last match, in the fact that Fearless Falcon having such a dominant control of mid, obviously this time being splat zones, works a lot more to their advantage, but with 2 players going down, this might be the opportunity for Brawny Basketball, but no, the basketballs also go 3 down, and that's going to be game going to the Fearless Falcon.
Yeah, like you said, having solid control of mid takes down that timer a lot faster when that is the objective of the game. They didn't have to worry about throwing in clams or anything. They just had to keep that lockout going, and it worked out for them. Very nice job.
Absolutely. And you might be thinking, yeah, there's three maps here, but why are we continuing? Well, this is Swiss. And something we like to do with Swiss, so because obviously points matter in this circumstance, so it's a play all three. So regardless of the match, we're still going to be seeing Tower Control Inkblot Art Academy. I've got nothing left to say about this map that I haven't already on countless other streams.
It's a nice classic, you know.
It's a classic is probably the best word to describe it. It is a staple of the competitive scene. It's, I don't know.
That's pretty much it, yeah. If you're not playing Mako zones, you're going to be counterpicking on Inkblot Tower. We got a replay here of the moment that Brawny Basketball was able to recapture the zone. You can see the crab picks jumping in, getting that wipe out. Very, very nice retake there. It's moments like these that make Splatoon, the very fast-paced game that it is.
Yeah, like, I don't really know, like, I was watching a video the other day of comparing Splatoon to other shooters, and it's just like, yeah, like, the fast-paced nature of Splatoon really is what makes this game interesting, and I also hear all the time, can we please remove background music? And like, no, that's what makes this fast-paced. If you didn't have background music, this game would be so much more focused around stealth and just hiding. It would change so drastically if we didn't have background music.
That's fair. I never really thought about it that much. I kind of like having the background music. I think it's a vibe, but it's a huge vibe. It does charge the energy a lot more.
Absolutely, and now we're going to dive into Game 3, Tower Control Inkblot Art Academy. The Falcons against the Basketballs. Falcons obviously up 2 games, but the Basketballs, they still got a chance to get a point on the board.
That is a comp change if I've ever seen one. We are switching to the light Tetra Dualies as well as the Forge Splattershot Pro. So we're going to be seeing that Zipcaster, a lot more aggressive there, and probably a lot more, running in and dying from the Tetras, but not necessarily a bad thing because Tetras are a great example of distraction. You can see they are already down, but that doesn't mean they're not doing their job. And that Forge is going to lend them a little bit more range, and the Booyah as well, hopefully going to help on tower. So I think those are definitely fair switches. Fearless Falcon first to take the tower here, but we already have the Crab as well as the Tacticooler coming out from Brawny Basketball, and that is going to shut them down relatively quickly. Again, we're kind of seeing a repeat of these past 2 games where Brawny Basketball is hanging back a little bit and Fearless Falcon surging forward, getting that mid control, but Brawny Basketball has their players up, and they are waiting to receive Fearless Falcon's push, which seems to have worked out for them. Both teams losing a member, but this Booyah Bomb hopefully going to help them clear out mid as well as the tower take. And overall, it looks like this strategy is working for Brawny Basketball so far.
It is indeed. Like, they're having a lot of control, and now they just need to find these opportunities to get themselves in the spot. But again, going 2 players down isn't going to work to their advantage as Fearless Falcon climb onto the tower. They've already cleared that first checkpoint, and with 2 players going down again on the Basketballs, it's only going to lend to the Falcons' push as 3 players on the tower darting around that. Splatroid's going to try and take down that Crab, but no, you can't take a Crab at face value. Splat, get in that as checkpoint 2 is cleared by the Falcons, and to make that 3 players go down a soft white.
Splat putting in so much work there. Great kill streak coming from them, and just the fancy footwork and the maneuvers all working out very well. That push is going to be stopped at 35. They've cleared. Fearless Falcon have cleared those first 2 checkpoints, meaning that subsequent pushes are going to be a lot easier, and Brawny Basketball has a bar to match. The Forge getting caught out by the brush here. The brush getting caught out by A little bit of lack of their own range there, and the Splash able to take them out. The Splash has that crab and is going to use it here. Nice pick and looking for a second one and gets it as well. Splat here really knows how to use the area control and the range of that crab to its fullest extent. Fearless Falcon putting out the Tri-Strike as well as the Tacticaler as well. And honestly, if they want to, they can play a little bit of a waiting game here. Brawny Basketball has to move forward and is being forced into this aggressive position. So Fearless Falcon can kind of do the same thing that Basketball did at the beginning of this match and wait to receive them, but they are in a lot easier of a position with a lot less pressure.
Indeed, and now we're seeing kind of a mirror of what we saw earlier in the game. 2 players down on the Falcons, but now players are going down on the Basketballs, but they're still getting through. But now with 3 players down, Neru, the only one left alive, that's going to be the end of that push. They get taken out, and that is going to be another soft wipe against the Basketballs as the Falcons head back to take control of mid. But with that tactical in effect, that's going to allow them for some very quick respawns and for them to get straight back into the action.
Yeah, it is not necessarily over for Basketball. They were just 5 points shy. But the thing is, they need to make another big push. And right now, only their Splash is back. They have the members that are coming back, but Fearless Falcon has built up this control and is already getting on that tower for another push with the effects of that tactical and making this so much more difficult. We have a couple of picks, though, from the side of Basketball. A very nice double there. The strike preventing the dualies from advancing further, but we've got the Zip Caster. Unfortunately, they do get taken down, and that's another 3 down on the side of Brawny Basketball. They have less than a minute left. The Crab's gonna come out here and try and prevent any further damage. Gets 1 pick, forces a second back, and Splat again coming in clutch with this Crab tank, but defense clutch can only do so much. Those are two players down on the side of Fearless Falcon, meaning that Brawny Basketball is going to be able to make a last-minute push here. Tacticaler coming out. Really nice decision for those buffs there on both sides, actually. And now Fearless Falcon, all they have to do is stop this last push. Brawny Basketball is going to throw everything they have.
They're gonna have to, because if they want to get any points in the leaderboard, this is their only chance to do so. 3 players go down on the Basketballs, however, so it's gonna be a tough lead up for them to get back in, but getting those specials ready is gonna be the chance that they need. Splatdroid does have that Tri-Strike at the ready, backing up to try and get to use it. And now, with 2 players down on the Falcons, this might be the opportunity that the Basketballs need, but they're gonna have to sail this tower all the way into overtime.
Yeah, they will. We have the crouching again. They've got 3 whole specials online, but there is the Tri-Strike going to force them off the tower. And that GG Tri-Strike means that one of their members can just hop on and end overtime. So that is going to be our set.
Definitely a great way for the Falcons to start off their tournament run today, getting some nice points onto the Swiss leaderboard for themselves there. But obviously, 3-0 doesn't tell the entire story.
Oh, not at all.
A lot of these games were quite close, but like, you can't outlive that first match. That was incredible.
Yeah, very long neutral game, and seems like after that, very nice end push, Fearless Falcon kind of clicked and figured out what worked for them, especially in that second match. You know, they were able to just keep control of the zone. Brawny Basketball, of course, also having some very nice moments. Splat getting those great kill streaks, as well as they did have a good push on Inkblot Tower. It was only 5 points shy of the lead, which is pretty close. We'll take a quick look at a replay here. We've got, yes, I do believe this is the kill streak from Splat. We've got 1, we got 2. They got a third, a really nice triple there, and that is pretty much single-handedly what ended the push from Fearless Falcon there. So, great moments on both sides.
Yeah, it was a great way to stop them from pushing that lead any further. Unfortunately, that was the lead that did win them the game, but still, stopping that lead from going any further was a great stop from Splat there.
Right. Well, that is it for round 1. We are going to take just a short break, set up the next match, and we'll be right back at you guys with round 2. Stay tuned.